right now, because I believe that you're throwing out for all that happened in the last 5 years. Also, different the benefits of doing your project.
She always saying the same thing. We got a special guest in the building. Woo. I'm about to pull everything. Short screenplays I'm developing.
I want
Little
100%
scripts.
do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna test your acting ability.
I'm trying to get into acting. I've been doing auditions, casting auditions, cause yeah, for Nike, like sports stuff.
Okay. For the commercials.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know who Anthony Hamilton Jr. is, but he was in White Men Can't Jump, that movie, and he reached out to me to be in the dunk collective.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like I guess like the best dunkers in the world.
You talking about White Man Can't Jump
that movie.
with Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the reboot, like they made a new version, like number 2.
Yeah, I seen
I'll
it.
show you. He was you seen it?
I seen
He was
partially.
the one. He was the kid, like before he became an adult. This was him.
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, he had reached out to me. He was like part of the dunk be part of the dunk collective. And I was just
That's
like, what
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what it is you travel, right? You get paid to travel and go to these events and like put on a show. So that's what I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I gotta learn more about it, but I was just like, yeah, I'll do it.
Of course you do it. Damn.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Cause I'm definitely trying to dunk.
Back. What's good? It's your boy. Nah, let's redo that. All right, y'all. We back with another one. We back with Keep Moving Forward podcast. KMF. That's the working title for right now. And I got a special guest, beyond like special right now. You know, she really doing it. She the closest to the game that I got as far as, you know, the media and, you know, just being, you know, a special type of talent on not just the track, but on the basketball side of things, you know, the media. And she just doing it. She just doing her thing.
Appreciate it, man.
And that's Kangaroovic.
Kangaroovic.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Vic.
So I'm a graduate student. It's my last year. I'm on the track and field team, and on the side I do a little bit of basketball, but not recently, you know, just in case the coaches are watching. But not for real. I started sharing my dunk journey on social media. It kind of blew up, you know. Initially, I just wanted to inspire people. I got the inspiration from this movie Chain Can't Dunk, written by Jimmy Shao. So I was just like, shoot, I want to do for other people what that movie did for me.
Cool. All right, Vic. So we just gonna talk about, you know, what's going on, like, in your life as far as, you know, who you are. You got a big following right now, and you're also, you know, competing at a high level in track and field. And let's just start from like, you know, like last year. So you came in to San Jose State as a transfer graduate student. Like, how was that, you know, transition from where you came from to here? And then talk to me about, like, you know, just kind of like adapting to that.
Well, one, I came from the East Coast to the West Coast. So I was in Philly too, like Philly, New York area, that type of personality. So coming to California where everybody will stare at you, it's just like, yo, it's good, you know, it's like, you know, yeah. It was the personality difference, just like, and how people act and how people move, and just getting used to that. And in terms of track and being D1, the atmosphere is so much different here. Like, obviously where I was, it was D1 too, but like the mindset here with my teammates here, maybe it's partially because they're freshmen, but I just feel like we have higher expectations. I feel like I have higher expectations of myself and of my teammates being at San Jose State. It's like, you can tell people, oh, I want to go to the Olympics, and nobody's looking at you crazy or nobody's doubting you. Everybody's like, shoot, I think you can do it. And we just pushing each other in practice to do that.
Cool. Y'all just got like it's a different mentality out here. Like,
definitely, yeah.
Like compared to when I first was starting to like, you know, do the media and film you guys, like my first year doing it, it was kind of like, damn, like it was like a grind for the team, and they was just trying to, you know, find their way. There was a lot of, you know, good athletes on the team, like some great athletes, but when y'all came through this new team, I said, damn, like, hey, she got it, he got it, he can do something. Like, this shit is crazy. So seeing y'all do, like, what y'all are able to do and how far you guys kind of, like, took over this last season was crazy. And just being able to, like, y'all have a lot of, like, potential as to who y'all could potentially be in the future. So I was talking to, like, you know, Sky about, like, just, you know, keeping that mentality, and then also making sure that y'all don't, you know, give up. You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell, like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? From just like having to travel with y'all and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so easy to like mentally zone out or like be on the verge of giving up when it comes to track and field, because man, you practice it for so many months. We started now. We started like a month ago. We started, you know, early September, and we don't compete till January. Yeah. And so you doing all this training for months and just like waiting for your time. And then with track, it's so much, you know, it's very strenuous on your body. So you just trying not to get hurt. And if you get hurt through all that conditioning, oh, your mental is down. It's done for. You gotta make sure you surround yourself around people you can open up to and be vulnerable with, and express yourself with. It's a lot.
Damn. Yeah, it is. And you know, just talk to me about like why did you start? How did you get into track? Like, first of all, and then just talk to me about sports in general. How did you get into sports? How about that?
I've always been athletic as a kid. Like I was playing with boys, so I feel like I just did sports they did. I was heartbroken when I found out girls don't do football. Like I didn't know. I was like 7. I was out there, you know, roughhousing. Nobody, you know, puberty hasn't, you know. Yeah. So I didn't really know. And then I got older, I'm like, dad, I can't do football. I like soccer a lot. I'm Ghanaian, so I just like, my dad, I remember and me and him were playing with a soccer ball, and I was pretty good at it because I got strong legs. Tennis, then basketball. Basketball was like really that thing that I felt like I was good at, and I gravitated towards. And then playing basketball for X amount of years, my coach wanted me to do cross country. I said no, so she was like, all right, track. Yeah. So okay. I did track. I'm like, because you know, cross country can get you in shape for basketball, but I was like, no way. So I did track and field. I don't like running. I was like, I'll be a jumper, and that's how it like came to be. I started jumping with track.
Okay.
I was a good triple jumper. It was funny. I was really bad my freshman year. I was so bad, and I think I went from like 5'2" to 5'6", and I ain't grown since. But I went from 5'2" to 5'6" in like 1 year. And then I was good the next year.
No, the growth spurt, once you hit your growth spurt, it'll change everything.
Right, and you don't even hear about girls having growth spurts like that. I literally went from 5'2" to 5'6". If I showed you a picture of me in like freshman year, I look 12. I look 12.
That's crazy, yo. No, I think my growth spurt was like from 5'7" to like 5'10". So I was doing football and track. But I remember coming in as a freshman and just being like, why are these niggas like grown men right now? Like, and I'm on the football field and I see like, dude, he like 6'3", 6'4". We had a dude that was like 6. We had 2 dudes that was like 6'5". And like one of them, he was on the line, he big as hell. Shout out to Big Nate, I remember you, bro. And Joe Helfrich, but like, yeah, them dudes was tall. They looked strong. And then, you know, our class, I don't know what it is. But it feel like we just small for some reason. But
I feel like every year, just like they get smaller and
yeah,
smaller.
Like, what the
it's the food.
What happened?
What's going on in them GMO products?
We need that McDonald's. No, we're not gonna talk about the burgers. Never mind.
Oh no.
We're not gonna talk about the burgers. I ain't got the production team yet. I ain't got money, big. Shit, me neither.
Trying to get more NIL deals.
Shit, get them shits, yo. All right, so let's talk about this is gonna be like a little new segment that I asked, like, you know, besides your like background origin, like right now I know you got a lot of stuff going on as far as like, you know, what you're doing on social media, like. And before I ask you this next question, let me ask you, like, you know, what is it like to be in this position of having a platform of like you have people that are looking at you and following you, and you just have this like a fan base, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're known as Kangaroovic on, you know, social media. So tell me about like how that got started and what is that like up until this point?
Okay, so how it got started, again, Shane Can Dunk, Disney Plus movie, go check it out, created by Vingy Shaw. And I was like, all right, I want to dunk. I've always wanted to dunk because of Russell Westbrook. You know, he's just explosive. He was
Russell
one of my
Westbrook.
favorite players. My first number was his number. I was like,
Okay.
bro. Yeah, so, you know, I saw that movie and it inspired me to share my journey on social media because in the movie, the character, he shares his social media journey on like YouTube.
Yeah.
Because he's like, it's basically a bet that he can't dunk in like 11 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But yeah, and so I was like, why don't I just do that? He can't dunk yet and he's sharing his. I mean, I know it's like, it's fiction or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was, for me, it was reality for me. So I was like, I'm gonna share my journey too. And I wanted to do what that movie did for me, for other people. So I was like, all right, it inspired me that much. I know I can inspire some other people. I'm 5'6", I'm a girl trying to do it. I don't really care if you say I can't. I feel like I can. So that's how my journey on social media got started. And once it started, I had like 50 followers in like May. Yeah, like, so like mid-May. And then I had like 500 by the end of May. And then over the summer, 30,000. Yeah. Over the summer.
Damn.
So
That's
got
crazy.
all these DMs, like, oh my gosh, like people weren't even who weren't even trying to dunk, who may have just lost their passion for basketball or didn't really have any motivation to continue playing sports. These are people DMing me just saying, yo, you inspired me to get back out there. I'm not even trying to dunk, but just seeing you, you know, go after what you, going after what your goals and what you want to do inspired me to do the same thing in a different, you know, in different respects. But then I have girls and guys who are like 5'4". I'm like, I want to dunk, and I didn't think I had a chance until I saw you. So I'm just like giving hope to all these people. And at first, I mean, it's still the same way. It's like, I love it. I'm glad I can inspire all these people. But like in the beginning, it was like a small community. I was comfortable. I wasn't shy. And then I grew up like so much in a short amount of time. I was like, I don't know how to adjust to the social media. You know, I was like kind of nervous to put out content. I'm like, what type of content do I put out? Do I have to, you know, change? I don't know what, you know, what to look like.
Yeah.
In terms of brand image and stuff like that. I started overthinking. But I was like, my desire to motivate and inspire people is always going to prevail anything.
Wow. And it's like, you don't want to change who you are. Like, that's going to be like, I feel like for where you're going, it's going to be a lot of things where they're going to test you and see how much they'll be able to like bend you and see like, let me see if she's willing to do something like this and get you out of your character. So it's kind of like, I feel you got to be able to understand, okay, am I willing to sacrifice and go that far for that thing? Or do I just want to stay real to who I am? Because being real is often like, you know, troubling for the time and age we live in, you know, and you can see that in like one of like my biggest like inspirations or one of my idols, like Marshawn Lynch, like perfect example. Like he's somebody who he from the Bay, you know, he don't change for nobody. Like he just exactly who he's always been, and he's so like he stands in that, and it's like a lot of people want him to change the way he talks or change the way he acts for a certain thing, but his authenticity allows him to just be that unique, you know, person that he is, and that's what brings more people. So for you, it's like stay who you are and don't allow people to change like you know, because if you do that, then now you're in that world and you'll probably be in it, but you won't be able to separate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
From what like the image I created.
Yeah. And make sure you own who you are. You know what I'm saying? Even from a business standpoint too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a lot of times where I feel like, you know, like I said, where you're going, there's gonna be those tests where it's like, okay, am I willing to, you know, take that bag and change who I am, or am I gonna sit back and say, hold on, this is me. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe if it's like this and it's more oriented for who I am, then yeah. But you know, just trying to protect yourself. That's what, you know, is the biggest thing at the end of the day. So yeah, and just talk to me about like, do you feel like any pressure as far as to how many people you got looking at you all at once? Is it at times hard, or what is it like, from a mental standpoint?
I would say pressure is me trying to make the NCAA Nationals last year and missing it by 2 inches and being the last jumping further and being the reason I was one spot away from Nationals. I'd say that was pressure. This ain't pressure. I've dealt with pressure. This not pressure. It's like in the grand scheme of things, it's no pressure. Maybe like this much. You know that emoji? That's how much pressure it is. Because it's like I want to do it for other people. Now it's more than just me. But at the same time, it's like I know, my supporters are amazing. They're just like in my comments and in my DMs, like, even if you never done, you've inspired me already, and I want you to know that we're so proud of you. I'm just like, yo, I love you. Like, I love you, bro. So, yeah, it's not pressure. I feel like I want to do it as soon as possible. I've always been one to rush myself, which is a little problematic, especially with anything physical. You don't want to get injured. That's how you get injured, trying to rush things. But, yeah, for me, I wouldn't say pressure. More so, just more inspired by others, by people I'm inspiring. They inspire me just as much.
Well, okay. Shout out to all the kangaroos. I knew you was going. I want to make this more so about, the mental health aspect as well. Okay. So just like, and I kind of got this from, not all the smoke, but shout out Matt Barnes. I got this from, what's his name? Chad and Brandon Marshall from their podcast. But they talk about like mental health. So like at this point in your life, being a D1 athlete, we're in the social media age, damn near the AI age, and that shit is kicking off. That's crazy. But yeah, just talk to me about like where you feel like your mental health is right now. You can just rank that like on a scale of 1 to 10, and just tell me like how you feel.
I'll say 8, solid 8.
Solid 8.
That's good. I haven't had the season yet. I feel like oh my gosh. Okay, so I mentioned this to you off camera. Athletes Unheard is something I want to start. Just talking about the things athletes go through and just humanizing athletes more so. Because, man, you ask how my mental health is, I say 8. And I say 8 because my mental health, and I feel like a lot of athletes, is determined on how they feel they're performing. We internalize our performances and the way we navigate the world and how we interact with others and how we treat ourselves and how we let other people treat us is determined by how we perform. Like when I was doing bad, like in my old school, like if I had a bad performance, obviously I felt like I almost didn't exist, and that's how like I kind of moved around the world. But when I had a great performance, you see my confidence boost in every aspect of my life. So I feel like mental health for athletes, I don't know how, but I would like to see us make a change in how we, I guess, navigate space and how we take up space. And I don't want it to be so tied to how we performing.
Okay.
I want it to be like, I don't know how to start. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I need to go to therapy. But yeah.
Well, that's good to hear that you feeling good about where you are.
Yeah.
Because this.
I feel like a lot of that is also just because like athletes, we've been athletes our whole lives. It's like, who are we outside of athletics? I didn't know until I got hurt. Yeah. I had to find out.
Yeah. Hey, once you experience a little adversity and you can't be, once you're ripped from what you feel like you were meant to do, and it involves like sports, because that's such a, if you involve yourself in that.
It don't last forever.
Yeah, it don't last forever, and you involve yourself in that, and it feels like it lasts forever, but honestly, like when you're ripped away from that, it'll let you know that, man, like all this stuff is relative. And you're going to have to figure it out. Like I had the same kind of like experience, and I'm technically going to be in that experience forever, where I felt like, from the time that I was 7 to the time that I was, I guess you could say 18, I felt like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to do track, or I'm going to try to do football for as long as I can. And, you get to that point and it's like, whoa, like I feel like I was meant to do this. Like I've been doing this since I was a baby. This is kind of like all I know. So yeah, it's hard. trying to figure out what direction you're gonna go in. But
like psychologically, when you're younger, you don't think too far
yeah,
into the future.
no, you don't.
We're very short term minded, like young people.
Facts. Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I didn't know where I was going. Like, I couldn't have thought about, like, when I was in high school, my senior year, I couldn't think about like 2023. Like after this is kind of like my
I'm
post.
old. Oh my gosh, I'm old.
This is like
Bro.
post. This is post college now, so that's like crazy to think about, and you don't like. They tell you to like have an idea of what you want to do, and it's kind of hard to think about that, you know. So, I mean, the further you can see into the future, I think the better. But shoot, you know, the future sometimes is often a little scary.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here,
And
yo.
it changes, and it's okay to change.
Yeah.
People change. So.
Yeah. Shout out to you, babies that's being born in 2023.
Bro, you know, like when I passed the school, I'm like, wow, you were born in 2008. 2008.
You know what's crazy? So the generation now, like the people that was born in 2004 and 5, you know what one of them did to me?
What?
This is my girl Melly. I want to talk about you real quick. If you watch this, if you ever see this, she gonna tell me that we went to the football game, and she gonna be like, I was born in 2001. I said I was born in 2001, and she was like, 2001? You was born when the buildings were up? I was like,
Gosh.
I said,
Oh, wow, dang, yo.
I said, what? What you mean? What buildings? She said the buildings in New York. I said, oh my God. What? I was an infant. I wasn't born for the last 3 months of that. Like, come on now. Come on, man. Like, but shout out to y'all, man. We ain't that old. If you was born in 2020, you older than us.
For real.
Wait, when was you born?
2000.
Okay, yeah, you older than us. Because 2000, 2001 don't seem that bad to like, you was born in the 20s.
Bro, let's talk about that. Let's talk about age and talk about life and talk about social media. Because when you see people on social media, you know you're always showing your highlights. Mm-hmm. For me, I make sure I show my downfalls too. I be like, yo, my knee hurt. I can't even jump no more. Yeah. I'm very candid. I'm very candid on my social media. It's not much they don't know about my like athletic journey, my dunk journey. And just with other things aside from dunk journey, just like social media in general and where people look like they are in life. Yo, I'm 23. I feel old. I feel like I got a rush. And then you talk to older people, they're like, you're only 23. You're a baby. I'm just like, a baby? I feel old. I feel like my life is over. I feel like I gotta hurry up.
I feel like you should have that level of like, I guess you could say you should have that little like pressure or whatever to like want to do things. You should feel a sense of urgency. Cause I feel like being told that, oh, you're young, you can do whatever you want.
Makes you too lax.
Yeah, it makes you complacent. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get complacent. Like, try to, I feel like the closer you can get to like trying to figure things out or make sense of things, because I feel like even when you get to about 30 or 40, you don't always have things figured out.
Because they have your parents and they really gotta.
Oh yeah. It's like, you probably never gonna have things figured out, but the closer you can get to understanding what it is that you're trying to do or who you are, the better and the more relaxed you can kind of become over time. And it's like keeping an urgency at like, I feel like we're in our 20s. Like we should have that sense of urgency to like, come on, let's make it happen right now, because the world, the way that he's setting us up right now is crazy.
Seen
like,
the economy?
Yes. Why is rent so high?
Why was egg $6?
I'm a student. I'm a normal student. I didn't come in with a scholarship. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, you know what I'm saying, when you gonna have to pay for like school. And come on now, like this shit is crazy. And like the older generation ain't really like setting us up for like being able to succeed and live normally. It's like they trying to raise these prices, and we got these wars happening left and right, and it's kind of like, come on now. So yeah, there is you got time. Time is relative. For real. Like you got maybe you got maybe 60. You got maybe 60 years, and we 20. So it's like we got 40 years left. So kinda, and you never know when it's, you know, time, because I'll say this, I lost a friend my freshman year of college. I saw a lot of people in my class like pass away from not just like, you know, the things that was happening during COVID, but, you know, just shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, a friend got into a car accident and he's gone.
Same.
That shit's crazy, yeah?
My brother.
Same? Damn.
2020 year.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But
Sorry.
yeah, that shit happens, and then, you know, classmates from high school, you know, you'll see them, it's like, damn, like, I just saw you, and now I'm seeing you on Instagram, and everybody is saying, you know, RIP, and it's crazy. So, yeah, for everybody coming up behind us, like, make sure you're using your time effectively, have fun, but also, like,
If you want to try anything, don't wait. Try it now.
try it now. Just do it. Go ahead and, you know, make sure you going after what it is that you want to do, and try not to hurt nobody in the process.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of hurt out here, a lot of hurt people, and we need to be able to heal, you know,
Heal.
the world.
I've been there. Heal, brother. Sister. Look, heal.
We talking about heal the world.